Hey everyone, I am here to do a tarot read on Mars conjuncture with Uranus. This is a biggie, and I'll tell you why real quick, because every 2 years this conjuncture happens. So the last one was the beginning of August in 2022. And this year is bringing a really unique, grand celestial explosion because at the same time the sun is in Neptune. So this is adding a little excitement. So the Mars is kind of like fire, and you can compare it to fire. It brings explosive energy, pushes you to really do something you've been wanting to do. And Uranus is lightning, so it's fast. It likes to just action. So between the two of them, with fire and lightning, it is really bringing some intense energy here on our planet. As you can probably see, is already playing out in our world stage, right? However, it's here to serve us. It's not here to harm us. We don't move and shift unless we get stirred up a little, unless our lives kind of something happens in them. So think about it. Every time you've moved and shifted in life, usually it means something came to an end, some explosive energy ended in your life. So it made you start reaching out and saying, what next? Where do I want to move and shift to? Because we get real stagnant as these human beings. And so we have to really be pushed by all the energetic forces. So I came here to ask a few questions that might be on your mind. You can leave in the comments if I don't ask a question that you're interested in, because if I read a good question, I may just pop back on here and ask your questions. So I won't know unless you chit chat with me in the comments below, okay? So the first question I'm going to ask, and I'm going to use our Witch's Tarot, which I already pre-shuffled and prepared, which had the external energy of the Six of Swords. So it's telling me the Six of Swords is she's out there rowing and rowing and rowing, and is help, unforeseen help is on the way, is what the Six of Swords, the energy around that card tells us. So that's just the environmental energy right now. We're going to dig much deeper. So the advice for the collective on this explosive energy regarding shifting into a higher evolved state. So I'm going to get 3 cards and a crossing card. So the first card we get is the Two of Wands. The wands are fire energy. So wands have a fire at the top of their wand. So this means you've got 2 directions you can go. You can stay stagnant, or you can move and shift with this energy. How do you move and shift? I'm going to talk while I shuffle. You move and shift by being a human being, not a human doing. So, one fell on the card floor for us, which is the Ace of Cups. This tells me, the Ace of Cups tells me we've got some love involved in this move and shift. So some of you may be fantasizing a bit. If you're already in a relationship, maybe you're wanting that relationship to get stronger, or if you're not in a relationship, this may move and shift you into some happiness, some love relationship. What's bookending the Ace of Cups? The world. So this is that celestial explosion I told you about. We are all being given an opportunity to have what one might call a reset. It's more like a it's more just like a rebirth, okay? A new experience, all new. We're all being guided right now to dream. What can we dream about? What's the next thing? Because right now, the way the planets are aligned, we have this celestial planetary alignment that only happens about every 2,000 years, which is even grander. And that's allowing this new reset that we keep hearing about. I'm sure many of you heard about this during the the northern lights that went all over. You know, we've been kind of hearing about this. It's what you call rapture or ascension energy. Okay, and so this combination went like this actually. The middle card is our Two of Wands. We got two roads we can take. We can all allow this to move and shift, or we can just stay stagnant. Don't stay stagnant. And then we have the Ace of Cups. This is bringing some love and romance into your life. It's trying to bring the passion out of you, right? And then bookending that is the World. And crossing the Two of Wands is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is passion. She is all about just getting into her queen energy and bringing that passion back into life. So advice for the collective with this poll tells me that we should all look for our greatest passion. Recollect back into when you were young and passionate about life. If you are young already, what are you passionate about? If you're like me and you feel like I did my 20s, then what is it you can remember about when you were graduating high school and you were getting your diploma? What would you have said your dream is? We all have a dream at that time. We're being invited to have a dream again. So move it back into that dream. Move back into that passionate energy when you were thinking, I can have it all. I can have the world. I can have love. I can have a career. I can have passion for whatever, extracurricular activities I like to do. Don't let any of that stop you. And underneath the Queen of Wands was the Queen of Cups, kind of fueling it. So I usually like to see what's fueling the crossing card. So two queens, the Queen of Love and the Queen of Passion. So find that love and passion for yourself and start to dig in deep for that love and passion for yourself. And then that love and passion will mirror in your external environment. Okay, so I'm gonna put these cards away and I'm gonna pull out a different deck and I'm gonna see if there's any financial advice during this conjuncture when all this upheaval of fire and lightning is happening. Is there anything? I'm just gonna grab the Light Seers Tarot and let's see what's at the bottom of that. We've got the Four of Pentacles for finances. See, she's guarding her purse. Isn't that interesting that this was the deck I chose? I didn't know that. I honestly will tell you that. Yeah, so Four of Pentacles is be protective. So let's dig deeper because we never want to protect energy per se. Energy is meant to keep moving and shifting for us. So the more we let it flow, the more it will flow to us is the usual. But let's see, there might be some advice that this conjuncture at this time. As I say that, I'm just feeling guided to say that this is a time to be with nature. This is a time to be in your right brain, in your dreams, in your visions. So instead of being out spending a lot of money, use that energy for yourself and your visualization. I just did a video on visualization too. So yeah, when I shuffle and cut the deck, I get the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is kind of, you see lack. So I'm feeling a guidance. The environmental energy right now is one of lack. We're all kind of feeling like a lack of being able to, how do I do that? How do I move and shift with this new energy? How can I have the world? It's kind of a lack mentality. You just got to dream it. You just got to visualize it. So let's see, 3 cards and a crossing card. That was all just the environmental energy. Here we go. Oh, we got as a center card, the Magician. This is kind of has a Cinderella energy is what came to my mind right now is the Cinderella fairy tale. It's, Cinderella was locked in a basement, right? She was locked down there and all she had was the animals, and the animals magically helped her get a dress, and the pumpkin became a stage coach for her, and she was the the magic at the ball, right? And met her Prince Charming. So it's magic that's going to bring us to you. And crossing the magic is the Ten of Cups. That's crazy. You can't get better. This is all magic, because Ten of Cups is a little illusionary. They're sitting on a rainbow with their family. They're just sitting there, la, 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 la. We have a beautiful family and we're on the rainbow of light. You can't sit on a rainbow of light, but this magician, and this is crossing it here, this magician is saying, I got the magic juju. I know what to do. I can sit on a rainbow of light. So there's a lot of magic in this. Let's see what's bookending the magician. What advice? So this is advice for financial. So, I think if you can get in your visual and start visualizing what you'd like to experience, I think that these cards are telling us that there's a lot of magic that can be had during this time. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We got the Tower. It's gonna feel like a tower. That's what I said when I was giving you my little intro. That card feels heavy too. I almost thought that another card was connected to it. So the Tower may feel real heavy. Everything's gotta collapse in order to be rebuilt. So I don't think this is gonna feel magical. It probably didn't feel magical when Cinderella was locked in the basement. So let's see what's bookending the Tower for advice. And I might have to clarify that, Tower. We may have to go a layer deeper into this to get you some, okay, and we got the Page of Pentacles. So a Page of Pentacles, I'm really drawn to this page is balancing. So this is a real balancing act as you maneuver the left brain and the right brain, meaning the right brain is their visualizer, the left brain is your doer. So putting the left brain to work through the magic of the right brain is what I'm kind of hearing. I might have to unpack that a little bit for you, because that's quite a deep message from a page, because a page is kind of your student, so she is, balance your money. This is all on finances I'm pulling on. So balance your money. This isn't a time to splurge, but yet so back to, this is a time to, go deep within, stay in and what can I say? The beginning card was a protection. So in other words, if you're choosing between going to the movies and spending $100 or renting a movie for $10 and popcorn, you might want to balance that out a little bit. So you might want to invite a few friends over and all share the movie together, and kind of, it's bringing that wholesome energy back in. How can I word this? I feel the energy. It's just putting energy to words. It's bringing that, the Leave It to Beaver kind of going back to basics kind of. And so it's gonna feel a little towerish, but the Tower is gonna make us a student again. Whenever I've had a big thing happen in my life, so something really came and shook up my life, I always go back to basics, I always oh man, I haven't been doing my gratitude journal, or I haven't been doing my protection for the day, or maybe if you're a real religious person, I haven't been praying regularly every day, or I haven't been digging into my scriptures, or if you are a someone who gathers their energetic momentum from a daily motivational podcast. I haven't been listening to that motivational speech every morning with my coffee, so going back to what helped you last time get out of a rut, or climb out of a hole, so to speak. So it's the magician will work its magic when the Tower comes through being a student again. That's our message for the financial. I don't feel a need to clarify the Tower with that message. That message was very, very deep. However, I am going to tell you that underneath, crossing that Page of Pentacles, was the Hierophant. So there's something to the spiritual part of it becoming, because this was going a layer deeper for the Page of Pentacles. So it's the Hierophant. The Hierophant is your guru, your spiritual guru. So it's back to that message of going within and finding that spiritual juice that gets you, that motivates you. It's kind of back to that motivational message, being the student, moving into that what motivates you spiritually, what motivates you deep within, what motivates your soul, what makes your soul sing. Maybe for some of you, maybe music. I haven't been playing my music as much, you know, maybe you've been watching the news. Turn off the news and put your music on. So what makes the soul sing? That's what you want to do when you feel your Tower moment comes, because I think we're all going to feel a Tower moment in this Mars conjuncture with Uranus. It's going to feel like fire and lightning. It's going to come fast, but it's going to move and shift us into, we've had two pulls from two different decks, the World, and we got the Ten of Cups with the Magician. That's all telling you this Mars in conjunction with Uranus is here to serve us. Okay, so I got one more question I asked, and that is advice on love. Okay, so for the advice on love, I'm going to use the Mythic Tarot, and then I'm not going to close without getting a little bit of deeper advice. So just don't shut me off too quick if you're not in love or wanting love. If you're one of those going, got my heart closed off. Let's see what love is bringing us in this Mars conjunction with Uranus, because I feel like that is also going to be very fire and lightning, you know? Instead of fire and ice, we got fire and lightning. Fire and lightning, they can spark fast, right? All right, so let's see what we got in the, just in the baseline energy. Oh, Five of Wands. Some of you are fighting it. Five of Wands, you can see he's got those wands and he's fighting a dragon. He's kind of fighting amongst himself a little bit, you know. He's just like, don't fight it, just allow, just allow. Okay, so this isn't always in a relationship with a lover. This can also be friendships, you know. This is love and relationships. So let's go ahead and just see what this is going to bring. Okay, so it's the highest love message we can give for this collective drawn to this message. This deck's a little cold, so I might have to talk a tad in this so this energy can also bring some wild weather patterns. So we might find that we've got some really wacky weather. We're going to find that too many cards, so bear with me here while I recollect them. We might find that it's going to cause this great upset collectively. I think we've already seen, so this energy, okay, I hear you. 3 cards. I'll finish my sentence. This energy started to come in around the 11th, 12th. It peaks on the 15th today, and it will go until about the full moon on the 20th. Okay, so work with it during this time. All right, these 3 cards came out. So we got the Lovers in the middle. Surprise, surprise. When we pull on love, we get the Lovers, and you saw me shuffle that and it popped right out. We get the Ten of Wands. Don't fight it. 10 of Wands. The 10 is the end, dead end. It's a reset card, the 10 is. And that's crossing the 2 of Pentacles. So, you know, this is saying, as I see these 3 cards together, this is telling me that he needs to put these staves down. This is not serving him to sit here and hold these staves. I'm gonna fight this love. No, set them down, quit resisting, and get into, okay, you know, the 2 of Pentacles is, it's a workman's, it's a craftsman, a worker's card. So maybe start to move into like, again, with the 2, I get balance, you know, balance your masculine and feminine energy within, and it will produce love. I kind of feel a need to clarify that 2 of Pentacles, and then the Lovers, of course, okay? And crossing the bottom card is the 3 of Swords. Again, pain brings miracles. All 3 sets of cards told us that. This one's also heavy. Almost feels like I have another card. Isn't that funny? The Tower and this card were heavy. So the 3 of Swords, look at that. Oh, talk about pain, right? The 3 of Swords on the Light Seers deck, it has 3 swords right in the heart. It's a stab in the heart type of feeling. So you might feel when this initial energy hits you, it might feel like, oh gosh, that's what a Tower moment is pain in the heart. This killed. So if it's hitting you in a relationship, allow the pain, move into the pain, feel it, and just allow it to move and shift you. Don't trap the energy, allow the energy so you can move past it, because that's what the energy is showing up for. Okay, so that 3 of Swords is crossing the Lovers. So some of you may have some truths come out, and it may be painful to hear, but it may move and shift you into either a more balanced relationship or a more balanced relationship with that relationship. So that truth may bring some clarity and allow you to move and shift into an energy of deeper love, you know, kind of like the heart can kind of grow once you clear the air of the pain. So it might be pain you already knew about, something you kind of suspected. You might get a truth your way, because Swords is truth, and that's the 3 swords. I'm clarifying the 2 of Pentacles right now. I want to know how the 10 of Wands bookending the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles, it moves you, Pentacles are like everything. It moves you into like finances and abundance. So it's like these 10 wands. Okay, there we go. We got one. 5 of Pentacles. Wow, a 5 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. And so here, sorry, I'm very visual, so I like to see the visual. You can see it's, again, a very lack. It's a lack energy. 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like, so I have a feeling that this 3 of Swords energy is initially going to make you feel sad or hurt. It's going to bring a deep hurt. It's going to bring back a deep hurt that maybe you initially trapped, maybe something you kind of knew but you weren't sure. It'll bring some clarity. However, with that said, you know, I said this leads all the way up to the full moon, so it's crossed by the moon. You know, the moon is energy that brings up the depths of the sea, right? It brings the energy at the bottom of the sea up to bring amazing energy to the waters. We're over 70% water, so if it does that to the ocean, that's what the moon does to us. So it's going to bring up energy we kind of rather keep down. But what the cards keep telling us in 3 separate decks is allow the energy to come up so you can feel the emotion. It's like kind of a surfer who is, that surfer feels the wave underneath, feels that tide pulling and can feel that large wave coming. And even though there's a little bit of fear that comes up, like, okay, you know, that's the 10 of Wands. Let go, quit resisting, and hop up on the board and ride the wave, because riding the wave, let's see where it's going to take you, okay? I'm going to pull one more card on that 5 of Pentacles. Let's see what feeling into that energy will allow you. Sorry, it's bringing me too many cards. Trying to get that particular card out, and what it does is it just gives me like a big, you know, thing of cards, but I know that the same card is probably in each one. So, all right, there we go. Four of Swords, truth. Again, truth. You see, she sits in her all-knowing with her Four Swords. It's almost like she could go any direction. It's that restart energy. Don't you see that restart energy on that card? She sits, I said, go within, be in your knowing, feel the pain, and it's going to bring clarity. It's going to be, I could go this way. It's like freedom energy, sovereign energy. It's going to bring you choices. And that was crossed by the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, again, it's a message. The Knight of Wands brings a fast message. Lots of wands in these readings, and we are dealing with fire and lightning, and wands are fast. They're fire, they're fast energy. And going a layer deeper, once again, we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is back to that sitting on a rainbow. You know, it's magical. It brings it. If you can, once and for all, the overall message that I got off all these cards, if you can just allow this kind of reset energy move you into surrendering and allowing, then you're going to bring I got a loss for words, because it's going to bring up so much emotion that you let move through your body. It's like you have a clear, fresh start. Now where? You know, because for so long we have not been allowing our emotions to be felt. And this energy of Mars conjuncting with the conjuncture with Uranus is gonna be like, feel it once and for all, and then we'll just let it go and you'll get your fresh start. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you with what I call, so I've got a few decks that are kind of oracle decks that I like to get a message out of, and I am going to do the Sacred Rebels, because this feels a little rebel energy. It feels like the Mars conjuncting with Uranus, the speed and fire and quick, it feels a little rebellish. So I'm going to show you this guidebook, because I will be reading out of it a little bit. Bear with me here as I grab it. It's right here. So this comes from, it's called the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. So bear with me while I shuffle, but it'll be worth it. You'll like these messages. It allows just like, what advice? Like, give me some advice as I lead this collective reading, and while I anticipate this fiery electric energy that's going to bring changes over the next week up until the full moon, and I'll be back for the full moon reading. Ooh, wow, specific cut. So let's see, the external energy, it's heaven sent. And didn't I call it right in the beginning that it's a celestial upset, meaning it's God in action. This is judgment. This is like, here kids, clear this once and for all, and I'm just gonna give you all, like, you're just gonna boost up into higher frequencies where all your dreams can come true. That sounds a little fairy tale-ish, but I did use a fairy tale as a visual in this. It really feels a little fairy tale-ish, but it feels like you're gonna, you know how you have to go through, you got to go through the negatives of the fairy tale to get to the beauty of it, right? To get to the magic. Yeah, Cinderella had to have an evil stepmother and two evil stepsisters to be locked in the basement and be a slave to them, right? We had to get through that storyline. And so this is kind of like that. You've got to get through the storyline. And so the universe is bringing that storyline to you right now through this celestial alignment. And ooh, I like this one. And yeah, so this, what fell on the floor, kind of just flew out of the deck, Pandora's Gift. It's kind of like that. We're opening up a Pandora's box. So let's see, it's card 45, if that number is anything for anybody. Some of us have some numbers that are, you know, sacred to us. So Here is the message from this card. This is quite long in the guidebook, so I just go where what the words illuminate to me right when I go on. Okay, Pandora is all gifted and all giving. Her presence invites you to forego your belief in judgment. I like that message because I did call it judgment energy, and a lot of us think God's wrath is going to judge you. No, shake those beliefs off. Now is the time to surrender the misplaced guilt that you may have brought upon yourself or another some terrible happening. It is time to let go of the shame-based belief in punishment. Oh my gosh, this message is so divine. I couldn't have freaking make this up if I wanted to. This is a belief that you deserve to be brought to task over any perceived imperfection, or that your natural human journey somehow renders you inadequate. See, I said we're releasing it once and for all so it can take us to that magical energy of the higher frequency. And so, yeah, Pandora frees the soul from such torment. We're letting go of all that programming. God is up there. He's ready to judge me. He's gonna, oh my gosh, did I do everything right? No, let go of all of that. You did everything exactly how it was meant to be, and nothing is being judged in that way. Just allow the emotion to move through your body and just allow yourself to be a human being versus a human doing. And the little magical animals, like they helped Cinderella, and nature is going to work its miraculous course. Okay. Okay, I'm just feeling guided to move to another area. As this shift takes place, I mean, literally, I can't tell you. I just moved like 2 paragraphs, and then we read as the shift takes place. You shall dare to look within your own being and find the light. Yeah, that's exactly. You shall dare to look within, I'm sorry. You are being put on divine notice from the sacred feminine that there is a talent and ability within you that needs to be acknowledged. There is a worthy seed of something beautiful and necessary within you. That's the dream you're dreaming up, that you've been visualizing and dreaming, whatever that is. Stop right now. Just for a moment, just stop. Connect with that dream. We all have a dream right now. We are human beings. We are creators. We have a dream. Every person has a dream. Connect with that dream and don't take your focus off of it. Even if this energy comes in, just let it move and shift past you and connect back with that dream. Then it just tells you, if you choose to develop and express this seed step by step, it will become an extraordinary light in your life and in the world. That step by step is that process that I talked about, going back to the basics. We're getting back to wholesome energy, wholesome fun. It doesn't need, we're getting rid of all the programs of it's got to be extraordinary. It's got to be, I got to go out for a $200 meal to have fun. No. You can just kind of go into just the innocence of fun again. And yeah, that feels really, really complete. I'm going to show you the image of this Pandora's gift one more time because I really feel this card. And I want you to look at all the sparkles around her. You're just remember, when you start feeling a trial come on, like imagine Pandora's box just opened, okay? And it's going to feel a little scary because it's kind of new. It's like I didn't know what was in Pandora's box, but there's no fear in it. Drop all the program of judgment. God isn't opening up, or universe isn't opening up, or your higher self, or whatever you refer to, isn't opening up Pandora's box to bring fear. It's opening it up to bring magic. And trust in that, okay? So this Mars conjunction with Uranus is gonna be the fire and lightning that brings that box open, okay? And our part is to go within and to simplify life during that time. And then I'll be back to pull on the full moon, because I think that full moon is when we're gonna really start to go deep within and start the clock of that gestation period for our miracles and our visuals that we are dreaming about. Okay? All right, I'll be back. Ciao.